Morning everyone and welcome back to another vlog. Today is actually the first day of my maternity leave. So I thought I would vlog the day because this is quite a what's the word, a change for me. I decided I was going to go finish work at around 38 plus 4, but I decided to bring it forward by 2 weeks. For different reasons. I'll catch you up all on that later. But yeah, I decided to bring it forward 2 weeks just to get a bit more rest and things like that in. And I finished work yesterday. Yesterday was my last day, and I don't know, it was a real sort of bittersweet experience for me because obviously, for anyone who's watched my channel for a while, I changed jobs last year, and the place I work at now, I enjoy working there a lot more, and I really like the company and the people I work with, and working full-time is all I've known for years now. Obviously I was working while I was at uni, but then since I left uni I've been working full-time for 5.5 years, and you know, trying to progress in a career and things like that. And now obviously I'm going on maternity leave and it's completely like new to me. It's all unknown and I don't know what to expect, whether I'm going to enjoy it, whether, I don't know, like how you survive with money, just all those different things. So yeah, as much as I'm excited because obviously it's a new experience, an adventure, and we're going to be a family of 3, it was also really sad to say goodbye to everyone for a little while, but I'm pretty sure the time that I'm off will absolutely fly past and I'll be back in work before I know it, and then I'll be saying, oh no, I don't want to go back to work. So we'll see. But either way, I thought I would vlog today because it is my first day and it's exciting, it's a new adventure. I'm feeling okay this morning. I didn't sleep very well last night. Ryan came home from work about 1 o'clock in the morning and I woke up when he came in, which it isn't his fault. I always wake up when he comes in. I think it's because I'm so used to living on my own. Obviously when I hear the front door go, my brain like wakes me up because obviously I'm not used to someone else. I am now, but obviously I wasn't to begin with. I wasn't used to having someone else in and out of the house. So yeah, he is now up, and I think we're going to go for breakfast. So that's the plan. And then we have our 36-week midwife appointment today, and they are actually coming to the house rather than us needing to go to the clinic. And I think they're going to want to discuss birth plans and things like that, which, well, that's, again, I'll catch you up on that later because that's a bit of an interesting subject at the moment. But yeah, I just thought I would check in, say hello. I've already had some Weetabix for breakfast because I got up at 7 and it's now about 9:30. I've been waiting for Ryan to wake up, so obviously I'm ready to go, ready and raring. It's sunny outside. Ryan is just showering. So yeah, I'm gonna get my bits together, try and find a jacket, and then work out where we're gonna go for breakfast. We're home now and we've been for breakfast. We went to a local place called the Cobbles and it was really nice. We then ran into B&M to get some toothpaste, and I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up something. So we've been and done that, and now it's about 12:15, so we've had to come home because the midwife is coming anytime between 1 and 5. Here comes Ryan. Oh, with his friend.
Oh, not filming. Oh my days.
So he's bringing the mannequins in, the training mannequins, because he needs some photos taken. So it just looks like he's carrying random mannequins in. Excuse the towels, the kitchen cloths that are cleaning. But yeah, I just thought I would show you what we picked up in B&M. So I picked up these dehumidifier pots that have got like these little bead things in, just to try and pull out any moisture that's in one of our cupboards. if there is any moisture. We're not sure if it's moisture or if it's because the weather's been so cold. We're not sure. So we got some of them. Toothpaste, not the toothpaste I normally buy, but that was the one they had. Ryan's bought cream eggs, 2 boxes of them. How much are they in there?
169, I think.
165.
69.
I don't know if that's cheaper or not than the supermarket. Either way, we've got some cream eggs. I bought some cherry bakewell bath bubbles. I have to think about what they're called then. I've heard a lot about the shower gel and that's meant to be really nice, but we've run out of bubble bath, so I bought some of that. And then lastly, I picked up one of these huge comfort, what is it called? Fabric softener. My goodness, what is wrong with me today? And it says 55 washes on it, so hopefully that will last us a little while. But yeah, that's everything we picked up in the B&M. And now I'm going to help Ryan take these photos of our little friend down here and some other bits and pieces and wait for the midwife to turn up. I'm now sat in the garden because it's super sunny outside. I don't actually know how warm it is. Oh look. My phone's decided it's not going to tell me. 13 degrees. That's weird. It feels a lot hotter than that, but that's because our garden is quite a sun trap, so it gets really, really warm. And yeah, I'm just sat in the sun, chilling out for a bit, and I've got a magazine to read. My friend gives me all of her magazines because she has, it's almost like a subscription service that she has, so she gets these, and then when she's finished with them, she passes them on to me. So yeah, I'm going to make the most of this, have a little nose through. Very excited for this bit here. Where is it? There it is. Yep. Excited to find out what the best Easter eggs are, because I seem to be making my way through Easter eggs at the moment, even though it's nowhere near Easter. But yeah, I'm just sat here. It's nearly 2 o'clock now. The midwife's not come yet. Yeah, just chilling out in the sun, making the most of not having to be anywhere and not having anything to do, which is quite nice. Okay, so we are back home now. I didn't actually tell you we left because the midwife came, and it was a really quick appointment because she did a general antenatal check. Sorry, I'm trying to put stuff on the stairs to get upstairs. She just did the quick antenatal check so that once they've got my blood results back tomorrow, they can work out what we're going to do about a birth plan. I haven't had a chance to catch you up yet on what's happening, so I'll fill you in on all of that after dinner. But yeah, the antenatal check was all completely fine, and then we had to pop out and we went to Poundland and Tesco and some other places that we needed to go to. Had a quick look around TK Maxx, but didn't really get anything that we needed. So yeah, Ryan's just gone into the garage. He has bought some soil for one of our planter things in the garden, and he has to go out in about half an hour, so I'm just making dinner. And I've decided, obviously we needed something quite quick because he's got to go soon and I'm absolutely knackered now, so I decided to try and make meatball, like not sandwiches but like baguettes. So like I've got meatballs in like a tomato based sauce. I bought some part baked rolls again, or baguettes, sorry. And then yeah, I'm gonna try and cook all of them, make them into like not sandwiches but like baguettes, and then melt cheese on them and put them back in the oven so it goes all melted and gooey. I don't know, we don't normally have things like this for dinner, but because I knew that at some point this week Brian was going to be out and he'd be working or something like that, I tried to buy something that would be quite quick and easy. So we're going to test that out tonight. I've not made them before, no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm really tired now, so I'm going to do this, and then after dinner, once he's gone, I can just sit down and chill out and just relax. Okay, so dinner is done. Ryan has just left. I've done all the washing up and cleaned the kitchen and putting everything away. I just put some Zaflora in the sink and lit all the candles so that hopefully the house doesn't stink of food. Does anyone else hate that? I really hate when your house smells of food. I don't mind when it smells of like bacon and like fresh bread and things like that, like nice things, but when you've cooked dinner and it stinks of like food or oil, or I can't stand that. It's like the worst smell in the world. So yeah, I've just done all of that, and I thought I'm gonna go and get ready for bed and then sit down for a little bit and maybe try and work on a blog post. But I did say earlier that I was going to fill you in on what had been happening, to give you another little bit of a pregnancy update. So I'm 36 weeks this week, and like I said earlier, I started my maternity leave early, about two and a bit weeks early, for various different reasons, mainly because I was starting to feel a lot more run down, tired, and like I just wasn't getting enough time to rest. Sorry. And also last week, so just over a week ago, I actually fell down the stairs. I was busy putting washing out and I was wearing fluffy socks, and as I turned on our stairs, I literally slipped. My foot came out from underneath me and I went nearly almost the full length of the stairs. So we ended up going into hospital for monitoring last week and things like that. So that was, I think, the first sign that I needed to slow down a little bit, because I feel like I was just running around like a wally trying to get stuff done and trying to tick things off my to-do list and things like that. And then at my 34-week appointment, I think it was, no, 28-week appointment, I had routine bloods done. They came back and showed that I had low platelets. They had only slightly fallen below the level, and basically they can fluctuate during pregnancy, or you can get a gestational type of low platelets basically. So they monitored them again. They did them at 34 weeks, and then when I was in hospital for monitoring on Monday, I asked them if they had the results yet, and it turns out that they have dropped quite a bit now. It was one of, the midwife said today, it's quite a drastic drop that they don't see very often. Apparently it's quite, not rare, but uncommon. It only happens in about 8 to 10% of pregnancies. So of course it had to happen in mine. I always end up with the weird and wonderful things. And so a consultant has been spoken to, and they have monitored them again. So they have taken bloods again. They've been put through as urgent, and I will know tomorrow what's happened with them. Whether they've gone up, whether they've stayed the same, whether they've dropped again. If they've dropped again, it kind of changes things for us a little bit, because we were hoping to have a home birth. Because I've been low risk and I've been completely normal up until now, being at home is one of the safest places for me to be to give birth. When you look at all the statistics and all the research, and there's a birth study that shows where is the best place for women to give birth based on how many children they've had, their risk factors and all things like that. Being at home was one of the safest places for me to be. So that was our plan. Obviously we knew that, you know, labouring doesn't always go to plan. We could have ended up in a hospital anyway, but that's where we were going to try and hopefully have our baby. But now with this low platelet issue, I have been advised that so far it means that I would probably likely need to be consultant led as opposed to midwife led, and that I would need consultant care during labour, and that there are risk factors for bleeding and things like that, so they would prefer for me to labour in hospital. So yeah, we're at that stage at the moment. Like I said to the midwife today, because she obviously came to the house to do the birth plan, chat, and go through everything with us, and I said to her then, before she'd even got started, we have no idea what to expect at this point. We can't really work towards anything. I've heard varying different opinions. There's just a really different mixture of issues really with low platelets. The main issue is for bleeding, and it also means that if they drop below a certain point, the guidelines suggest that they shouldn't give you an epidural, which is fine for pain relief, but if for any reason you need an unplanned C-section or an emergency C-section, you're then a little bit stuck really, and that the only way around it, if it was an emergency, was they would have to give you a general anaesthetic, which obviously everyone wants to try and avoid altogether. So yeah, everything's a little bit chaotic at the moment. We've gone from being completely low risk and normal and everything being textbook to sort of having this random issue that, I don't know. We're hoping it will resolve, but in all honesty and being realistic, I don't really think it is. So it may look as though I need to go and see the consultant and maybe a haematologist as well, depending on what the results are, and we find all of that out tomorrow. Obviously, like I said, the consultant is aware and they'll make a decision tomorrow based on the results. So yeah, we're just waiting for that. So that is why the midwife only did the antenatal check today, because what she said was we'll wait for the results and then she'll come back to the house once we know what's happening and then go through everything with us based on whether we would like to stay at home or whether I'm going to have to go into hospital. And obviously that will be in conjunction with what the consultant feels is best, what they would advise, what Ryan and I think we would like to do and how we would like to approach the situation. And yeah, that's one big waffly update for you. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's a bit of my pregnancy update. Like I said, we're nearly 36 weeks now this week, and everything's hanging on these blood results basically. So we'll see. Hopefully by tomorrow lunchtime we'll know a bit of a better idea, and then obviously know whether we need to see the consultant soon or not, and go from there. So yeah. But like I said, I'm going to go and get changed now, I think, put my pyjamas on, and then sit down, I think, because my feet are really starting to hurt. I've noticed that my feet are really starting to swell now as well, where obviously I've got a lot more fluid and it's struggling to sort of get around my body a bit more because there's just so much of it. So yeah, I'm going to go stop waffling and go get ready for, not get ready for bed, but go put my pyjamas on and chill out for a bit. I think, what time is it? It's 20 to 7, so now would be a good time to sit down for the day and do nothing basically. Right, I'm sat down now and I just thought, because I'm not really going to do much else today now, I'll probably end the vlog here. I've had a really nice first day for maternity leave, and I hope I have a few more like this before the baby comes, because it's just been nice to not have to be anywhere really, not to have to rush or to like actually have to go out and do anything, and we've been able to go for breakfast and things like that. So yeah, it's been nice. I think tomorrow is going to be a day at home. We've got a few bits and pieces to get sorted. Ryan's got to put some stuff in the loft and things like that. So yeah, I think that's the plan for tomorrow. I'll probably vlog again at the weekend because it's Mother's Day at the weekend and me and my sisters have got something nice planned. We're only doing something at home this year, but I thought it might be nice to vlog it anyway. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one, and hopefully I'll have an update about what's happening with this blood work and what we're going to have to expect from here on out, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.